and welcome to icebergstockalerts.com. My name is KK, and I'm the CEO and founder of the company. In this video, I want to show you how our platform works. Once you have signed up using the link and the access code that you received in the email, you can log into your portal and start using the tools immediately. Right? So to get started, you click on this login button over here. You fill out your email and password details. Click login. Once your login is successful, you will see your dashboard that looks at the start, it looks empty, right? You have three main components to the dashboard. The first is your header page or the header. The second is your sidebar. And the third is the main display area. For the purposes of this video, we will ignore the header altogether. In the sidebar, you have three main menu items within the alerts category, right? You have the technicals, earnings, and price action alerts. As you can see, by default, we are on the technicals alerts page. You can navigate between all three of these. And as you see, you have this number 0 next to each alerts, which means you have 0 alerts created at this point. Also, over here, you can see that we have a number 0 by 25. 0 means the total count of the alerts, and 25 is the maximum number of alerts that you can create. For the purposes of the pilot program, we have kept this number fairly limited. Once the pilot program concludes, we will adjust this number based on the requirements. Right. So let's go ahead and create an alert and see how that works. Right. To create an alert, click on this Add Alert button, which will load this pop-up window. Now you can select between earnings, technicals, and price action alerts over here. Let's create an earnings alert first. For this, you need to input two fields. The first is symbol. So pick a symbol for any company that you want to track. I want to track Apple. So I will put in the ticker symbol for Apple. Select the suggestion item. And then the threshold is the number of days before the earnings are announced that you want to receive your email notification. In my case, I want to receive an email a week before Apple announces their earnings. Right? So I select 7 days. And now I will click on this create alert button to actually create the alert. As you can see, we received this toast message saying the alert was created successfully. Also, the numbers on the sidebar menu has also updated accordingly. We are still on the technicals page, so let's go to the earnings alerts page. And here we can see that our newly created alert is present. Let's create a couple of more alerts, one for technicals and one for price action alert. So to create a new alert, again, click on the add alert button. Now navigate to technicals alert, and you can see we have many more input fields to fill out. The first one is symbol, same as previous earnings alert. Again, I want to track Apple. So I entered the Apple sticker symbol. The indicator dropdown allows me to select from a bunch of different technical indicators that are popularly used for technical analysis. In my case, let's say I want to track the moving average or the simple moving average of Apple, right? So I select SMA, and next we have the time frame option. By default, it is set to daily. You can also toggle it between daily and weekly. Usually, the daily time frame is used for shorter shorter term trades, and the weekly time frame is used for longer term trades. Right? In my case, let's say I want to track the weekly simple moving average of Apple. Uh, After that, I have to select the value for the indicator. Uh, One thing I want to point out over here is that the value fields over here, they change based on the indicator and the time frame that you have selected. So let's say for weekly SMA, you see these values that I can select from. For daily, you have uh, some additional values that you can track, right? So I want to select, let's say, 208 weekly moving average of Apple. That's what I want to track. And the movement, which has two options, moves above and moves below. What it means is that send this alert if the price of the stock moves above or moves below the 208 weekly moving average of Apple. So in my case, I want to get the alert when Apple stock price moves below 208 weekly moving average of Apple, right? Next, you can select the priority of the alert. You have 7 different options over here. 3 are on the buy side and 3 are on the sell side. So the sell side alerts are priorities are sell heavy, and all out. The buy side priorities are buy heavy, and all in. And then finally, you have the monitor, which is a neutral priority. Now, everyone has their own priorities. My buy priority might be your sell heavy priority. So you should select you should select the priority based on your research. So let's say I have done some research and I think that if Apple stock moves below its 208 weekly moving average, it is time to get all out of this position because Apple is going to go bankrupt. So I select the all out priority, and you can also enter a message that you want to receive in the email alerts body. Right? If you can, this is an optional field, you can leave it empty. And if you choose to leave it empty, you will get some generic uh, message in your email alert body, something like Apple has moved 208 below its 208 weekly moving average. So in this case, I will type in my message. Let's say Apple is going bankrupt, sell all stocks, right? And I will hit create alert. We've received a success message. Let's go to the technicals tab and we see that the alert has been created successfully. Now, finally, let's also create the price action alert. So I click on the add alert button, go to the price action alert tab, and we have some familiar fields to fill out. First is the symbol, same as before. Now we have 3 different price actions to select from. The first is simply called price, which means that you are tracking a hard price of a stock. So, for example, Apple is currently trading at around $310. I want to get an alert if Apple stock falls below $300. Or let's say in this case, if I want to get an alert if Apple stock rises above $350, right? So I have a hard price value that I want to track. For that, I will select this price option over here. Next, you have percentage from all-time high, which means you're tracking the percentage difference of the stock price from its all-time highs. So let's say Microsoft has its all-time highs around $600, and today it is trading at $400. Now, if I say that send me an alert if Microsoft stock falls 50% from its all-time high value. So I will receive an alert if Microsoft price falls below 50% of 600. That is, it will fall below $300. Now, the beauty of this kind of alert is that, let's say in 2 years, if Microsoft stock has gone up to $1,000, this percentage from all-time high alert will keep track of the new all-time high value, and you will still receive your email alert, let's say when Microsoft stock falls below $500. That is 50% from its all-time highs. And finally, we have a percentage from 52-week high alert type. So the main difference between percentage from 52-week high and percentage from all-time high is that an all-time high value can occur more than 52 weeks before now. A great example for that would be United Healthcare, which peaked at around $650 in 2024. Since then, it has fallen down significantly. And in the last 52 weeks, its highs actually, its 52-week highs are occurring right now. So the 52-week high value for United Healthcare would be around $450, where it is right now. But its all-time high value is still at $650, which occurred in 2024. So let's go ahead and create a simple price-based alert. And let's say if Apple stock price moves above $350, I will select my priority. Let's say sell, and I will say I will write a message for myself. Take profits and create the alert. So the alert has been created successfully, and we can see that the alert is present in the price action alerts tab. Now we have created the different types of alerts. We can also view the alert details and edit them. To view an alert, simply click on the name of the alert that is here under the rule ID column. On clicking the name, you will see this pop-up window, which shows us all the details that we had filled in previously. Now, if you want to edit this alert, you can only update the priority and the message for the alert. If you want to edit any other value, it is recommended that you create a new alert and then delete this one. So let's say I want to, instead of sell, I say all out over here, and I say Apple will never go above 350, sell all stocks. And I update, I hit the update button, I get a confirmation message, click on the confirm button, and I see this success message over here. If I click on the alert name again, you can see that our priority and our message has been updated successfully, right? You can also delete an alert that you do not want. There are two ways to do that. The first is you can delete the alert from this pop-up window by clicking the delete button and then hit the confirm. And you can see the alert has gone away from the price action table, and the numbers have been updated on the sidebar menu as well. Right? The other way to delete an alert is that if you hover your mouse over this any rule on the table, you see this red trash icon that you can click. It will show you the confirmation message again. And if you click the confirm button, it will delete the alert. So this is related to all the actions you can do with the alerts. The next thing I want to show you is our charting and strategy building tool. You can click on the symbol for an alert that you have created, and it will take you to a stock page that has the charting and some additional tools for you to use. Here's the chart. Uh, the main components over here, you see the ticker symbol, the current price, and the company name. There are a few buttons over here, the add alert button, the refresh button, and the expansion and minimization button. We will look at these buttons a bit later. You can toggle between candles and line charts so that you can have more information. And then you can also toggle between the daily and weekly time frame of the chart. Right? You can zoom in or zoom out into the chart to either see more details or see the bigger picture. And you can click on this reset zoom button to go back to the initial zoom level. Over here, you have some indicators that you can click on to show their data. So let's say if I click on this RSI button, it will load all the RSI values on the chart. You can select, say, some SMA values. You can select Bollinger Bands. Now, if the chart is getting too crowded, you can select or deselect or hide any indicator that you do not want to see. Right. So let's say let's get rid of this. Now we only have the RSI, SMA 208, and SMA 156 values being shown on the chart. These are the indicator selection tools. And then moving on to the quick info panel over here. If you feel that the real estate, the screen real estate for you is too small to do any charting, you can collapse it or expand it as you need. In the quick info panel, you have four main sections. The first is the basic info section, where you get to see the all-time highs, current price, 52-week range, and upcoming earnings for this particular stock. You have some daily technicals, you have weekly technicals, and then you have the strategy builder. You can also collapse these sections. So let's get rid of these three, and let's take a look at the main section over here, which is the strategy builder tool. What this strategy builder tool is that it allows you to select buy, entry, and sell or exit points based on certain technical values. And you can run this strategy and see what kind of returns you'll get over a certain period of time. So again, so for the buy signals, you can select the same indicators that we have for creating an alert. Same with the sell signal. You can select your threshold. You can select either when the stock moves above or below a certain value. You can set the value limit over here. Same with the sell signal side. And you have the loop back, which means the period of time for how long you want to run this strategy for. By default, it is 5 years. You can select other values. And then you have the per trade a dollar amount. So this means that whenever a buy signal occurs, this is the amount of money you will put into the stock. By default, it is at $1,000. Let's run the strategy and see what happens. Right? I clicked on the run button, and almost instantaneously, it showed me the results of the strategy, how many buy signals have occurred in the last 5 years, how many sell signals have occurred, how much I have invested in total, what the final value of my investment is, and what my total returns are. Right? Uh, there were no buy signals, so the total investment and the final value, total return, will be zero. So let's play around with the value of the buy signal and see what happens. So let's increase it to 35. And if I click on the run button again, now you see that we've had 3 buy signals. That is, in the last 5 years, Apple stock had fallen below 35 weekly RSI 3 times. The key over here is weekly, since we have selected the weekly time frame for the chart. This strategy will run over weekly data. Right? If I selected daily, then this same strategy will run for using the daily data. So over the last 5 years, we've had 3 buy signals and 11 sell signals. We've invested $1,000 each time the buy signal occurred. So we invested a total of $3,000. And the final value of our investment, we got 35% returns. So we can play around with it a bit more and see what the results, how the results differ, and fine tune our strategy accordingly. So I changed some values. I got a better return. I can change the value again, fine tune the result accordingly. But what I want to show you next is this reinvestment toggle. What it does is that currently how the strategy is running is that every time a buy signal occurs, followed by a sell signal, we will buy $1,000 worth of stock and then sell whatever our total investment value is. Right? So let's say at the first buy signal, I put in $1,000, and then by the time our sell signal triggers, our investment grows to $2,000. But the following buy signal, we won't put, we will only put $1,000 again, right? What the reinvest toggle does is that instead of buying just $1,000 worth of stock again, I will buy $2,000 worth of stocks. That is, at the first buy signal, my investment was $1,000. I put in $1,000. At the sell signal, my investment grew to $2,000. Now, the next buy signal that occurs, I will put in whatever amount I had made, or the total amount of my investment that was at the time of the sell signal. So this will result in slightly different numbers. So if I run the strategy again, and we can see that indeed our total return went up slightly using the reinvestment strategy. Now you also get a buy more toggle when you select the reinvest toggle. What this does is that, let's say the first buy signal occurs on 1st of January and the first sell signal occurs on 31st of January of that year. Currently, if another buy signal happens between these dates, so let's say if a second buy signal occurs on 1st of July, we will not buy anything on that when that buy signal is triggered. So we are only buying once and we are only selling once. between two uh, consecutive buy and sell alerts. If we toggle the buy more checkbox, what it does is that every time a buy signal happens, we will put in the initial investment amount into that stock. So in our example, uh, initially we were buying on 1st of January when the first buy signal occurred and selling on 31st of December when the first sell signal occurred. Nothing in between, regardless of how many buy signals happen. But in when we toggle the buy more checkbox, we buy on 1st of January as well as 1st of July. So instead of putting just $1,000 in that 1 year, we are putting $2,000. So if we run this strategy, we can see that uh, our investment amount went up, the total amount that we had invested, as well as the total returns has gone up. So the strategy builder is already a pretty powerful tool that you can use to discover new strategies and fine tune our existing ones. So I would highly encourage you play around with this tool and come up with the best strategies for your investment purposes. And that's pretty much all that we have for now. The final thing is the logout button, which pretty straightforward. You click on it and you're logged out of your account, right? And you're like back on the login page. So that's pretty much all for today's video. I would highly appreciate it if you would leave any thoughts or any feedback that you have in the comment section below. We do have a bunch of more features in the development pipeline, including more features and tools for a strategy builder and some new alert types that we announced a few days ago in our email update. So stay tuned for that. And I will also be posting more videos on this channel, not just about the new features that we are building, but also uh, the content of our newsletters will be coming in video format on this channel. So stay tuned for that and please subscribe to the channel so you're updated whenever we post a new video, right? Also, if you could share Iceberg Stock Alerts with your friends, family members, and colleagues and help us grow the community, I would really appreciate that. I hope you get great value out of this tool and best of luck with your trading journey. See you in the next video.